Welcome back, I'm Jana with Purl Together, and in this week's technique video we're going to talk about the knitted cast on. The reason it's preferable sometimes to use this is if you're casting on a piece like we're going to next week for our Hap Cowl knit along. If you're casting on a whole bunch of stitches, sometimes it's awkward and difficult to figure out the long tail cast on, like how long of a tail do I really need? Now I do have a video about how you can do the long tail cast on using the inside and the outside both of a cake of yarn, and so then that eliminates the need to measure off or try to estimate the length of that tail. However, the knitted cast on is a really good option as well. Some people don't like it because it takes a little bit longer to make each stitch, but I don't really find it's a problem. I can, with a little practice, you can just cruise right along. Anyway, before we get started with showing you the knitted cast on, I want to give a big thank you to Carol for joining us over at patreon.com. She became the Purl Together patron this month, so I'm really happy about that. If you'd like to know how to join the Purl Together patron family, head over to patreon.com/Purl Together, and you can see what I'm offering for a small monthly pledge. I'm not sure what's going on with the hair today. Static. Anyway, let's get started with the knitted cast on. You may choose to use that for our next knit along. Okay, we're going to start off by just making a simple slip knot, and I just leave a 3 or 4 inch tail here. We'll go ahead and put that on the needle. And then I like to have the small tail on the left, and then you'll have your working yarn on the right, just like you're regularly knitting. So go into that slip knot as if to knit, because that's exactly what we're going to do. Wrap your yarn counterclockwise as if to knit, and then pull that loop through. Okay, then you don't want to take it off the needle. We're going to rotate this around and take the left needle, put it in the front, and then slip that stitch off. Okay, then we're going to do the exact same thing again, where we go in to knit. Okay, wrap counterclockwise, pull the loop through, swing the left needle around to the front and through and off. Okay, I'll show you that another couple of times. Is in as if to knit, pull that loop through, swing the left needle to the front, go in underneath and slip that stitch right off. So you can do this as many times as you need to, and it makes a pretty tidy edge. Let me do a few more with Peanut's help, apparently. Let me do a few more, and then so that we can zoom in. I'll do a few more stitches so we can zoom in, and I'll show you what the bottom edge looks like, and you can compare that cast on edge with the long tail, for example, and see what you prefer. Now, I don't bother taking my needle all the way out after I put that stitch on because it just seems like an extra movement. So I pulled the loop through, put it on the left needle, and then I just go ahead and leave my right needle in there. So I go and put the left needle in under, and I just leave my right needle on there. Some people don't care for the knitted cast on because they say that it takes too long. But you can just kind of get in a rhythm, and it really doesn't take any longer than the long tail cast on, I don't think. So it's really just personal preference. All right, we'll do a few more. Okay, so that does make a pretty tidy edge, you can see. Yeah. One thing that you want to be really mindful about is just making sure that everything is not too loose and sloppy, but also not too tight. So what controls this is your spacing, between the stitches. And you don't want to pull everything so tight and crunch it all down so you don't have any space there between things. So I think that's just practice and getting the hang of your own tension. So thanks for watching. I hope you find that helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if you're familiar with that or if you decide to use it. I'd love to see your cast on pictures for our next knit along. You can join the Facebook or the Ravelry group for Purl Together. The links are down below in the video description. If you find value in these videos, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe, hit the little bell thing so you get a notification when I upload something new. Thanks for watching.